I saw one of my favourite creators, Sam, do this video the other day. I'll tag him in the caption, and I really just wanted to copy and share my thoughts on my dream bucket list concerts. I've seen so many of my favourite bands live. I feel super blessed, but I still have a bucket list the size of Jupiter. So I thought I'd talk about them, and I'm gonna go from least likely to happen to most likely to happen. Okay, the absolute least likely band for me to see live is gonna be Nirvana. For obvious reasons, Kurt Cobain is sadly no longer with us, and I actually can't really imagine any kind of version of Nirvana without Kurt. It just wouldn't exist. So I wouldn't even say that this one is likely. I would say that it's actually impossible. But I love Nirvana, and if someone could build me a time machine, that'd be great. Next up is Pink Floyd. Again, very, very unlikely, but they are one of my all-time favourite bands ever. I am very lucky, actually. I have seen both Nick and Roger live on their solo tours, and they were both incredible. Obviously, Rick Wright is no longer with us, neither is Syd Barrett, so there'd never be a chance of seeing the full Pink Floyd, but I still hold out little bits of hope here and there that we have David, Roger and Nick. Maybe they could just let bygones be bygones and do like one last tour. Next one, again, pretty unlikely to be honest, but I would love to see Genesis with Peter Gabriel. Bonus points if they just play their first 4 albums. When it comes to progressive rock, those first 4 Genesis albums are literally quintessential British progressive rock. And obviously both Genesis and Peter Gabriel did go on separate tours a few years ago, but the prices for both sets of tickets were absolutely astronomical. Next, another one of my favourite bands ever, REM. This one is slightly more likely because they performed together kind of recently at the induction for the Songwriters Hall of Fame. To be fair, they've all come out and said that they're not going to get back together or play any more shows, but as far as we know, they're all healthy and well, so never say never on that one, and I would literally pay absolutely anything for those tickets. And finally is Beck. I definitely think this one will happen at some point. He obviously still makes music, still tours, he just doesn't come to the UK very often, so I've never had the chance to see him, but I do think that I will get a chance at some point. Beck is one of my all-time favourite artists. He is so unique, so creative. I love everything he's ever done, so fingers crossed.